much time I can do. Ooh, I can do 44 minutes. Hi guys, sorry. Welcome to day 9 with Leap to Lead. I'm Kristine Windover, your superstar director. And today's a little different because I am trying to do this video on my phone because I want to be able to show you guys around my office a little bit up close and personal to some of the things that are in my office for inspiring me. And we're going to talk about why that's important. And when I'm videoing through my phone, I can't switch back and forth between selfie mode and forward facing, and I wanted to be able to have most of it in forward facing. So I'll show you guys in a minute what I'm doing, but I'm using my laptop to see that I'm in the frame on my phone. But you can see some of it behind me usually when I'm doing the videos. See, there you go. But we're gonna get closer. And so part of it is to talk about having a workspace and where the benefits to that lie, but then also just vision boards and things that we keep to inspire us. So in my 7.5 years with Scentsy, have been in this office when it had no walls or floor, upstairs into one of the bedrooms, in a corner of my bedroom, back down here, all over the place. I've moved, and I've worked just from the couch for days on end and at the kitchen table, and all of it works and all of it's okay. But I've noticed since being more strict about coming to my office to work, that I've been more productive. So some of that is about the mental note of I'm going to work today, because it's hard when you work for yourself to hold yourself accountable for that you need to go to work. So that's part of it. The other part is just being surrounded by the things that inspire me and just being able to be organized, having a notepad here to take those notes as I'm thinking of them and not get sore with just sitting there with my laptop on my desk. Plus, Scentsy takes over my house when I am, working on postcards in one living room and sorting orders in another living room. And then there's resentment, not only from your family members, but from you yourself, that Scentsy's just taking over every little corner, nook and cranny of your life, right? So I have really found that it helps me stay focused and be more productive and actually make better use of the time that I'm putting into my business if I'm working from my desk. Now, I noticed today one of our awesome directors, Brittany, posted she was posting photos of hey, I cleaned my desk. And hers is in her living room in her apartment, but it's her workspace, her desk and workstation, I guess, like her physical workstation, right? Instead of our back office. And I really like to surround myself with the things that remind me of why I love Scentsy and keep fighting when it gets hard to keep doing it. I mean, I love the flexibility of working for myself and being able to be here for my kids, but I love all of the fun that Scentsy gives me and the friends and this community I didn't know I was missing in my life, and how the events are such amazing memories that we never, those of us that go swear to never miss them again. But events also really do inspire you in your business, and working it like a business. So there's those things. There's the space, having a workspace, having things that inspire you about your dreams and your goals so that you know every day that you're working towards them, or just reminding you why you continue to work hard for them, as well as just those memories, right, for working with this. So the other part with this is the working smarter, not harder is a saying that's out there that I really enjoy keeping at heart, because I think we can, especially in this day and age, we can convince ourselves, not even just other people, making excuses to other people, but ourselves. We convince ourselves we're working by keeping busy. But we have to be real with ourselves and ask if we are being smart. Are we doing things that are actually growing our business and growing our paycheck? Because we can so easily get sucked into the Facebook groups and the chit chat and the TV show and the Netflix binges, saying, oh, I'll start working after this one, right? I'm guilty of all of it. And I have my phases too that I'll go through, which is totally why we work for ourselves, right? It's okay. But if you've got goals and you've got dreams, you can't do that, right? You can't you have to work smarter and you have to use that time. And so that's why when people tell me I'm too busy to sell Scentsy or to grow a team, I don't believe them. I mean, I believe them because that's their reality that they're telling themselves and it's real to them. But I know that I've told myself the same things and that it's not true, because I can stop the Netflix shows that I get sucked into after my kids have left for school. I can come to a space where I stay focused on working, and my kids are better at leaving me alone when I'm in a different space too. They come to the door and they check and see if they can come in, and I love that, because when I'm on the couch they just walk over and interrupt, because they don't know that I'm working necessarily just by looking at me, because sometimes I'm on the couch and not working, right? Okay, so I'll give you the challenge at the end of the video, but we're going to turn this around and I'm going to show you some of the things that I surround myself with in my office for those mementos. So first I'm just going to show you guys that's what I was doing so I could see if I was on the screen. So it's a mess, so I'm going to try and stay up high. But I mean, this is my organization for like flyers and gifts for you guys and gifts for hosts and stuff, and lots of ribbon and craft supplies and cards, things that I use, the chalkboards that I use for displays when I do my events. But the reason this wall looks like this is because my desk used to be right here. Because, yeah, I've even moved around within the office. But these are bulletin boards. A bulletin board with some inspirational stuff from various trips. And magnets. I collect magnets when I go on trips. So there's New York and Cozumel and Mexico on this one. These are the cards they give us on the last night of trips that we've gotten from Heidi and Orville. These are little things we used to make for the Maritime meetings we used to run in the days before World Tour came to the Maritimes. This is my first step out of comfort zone, my very first Scentsy trip, holding a stingray. I do not like things touching me in the water, so that was a huge just make myself do it moment, that I was capable of doing things that I'm scared of doing, right? So I keep that up there, not just to remind me of my first Scentsy trip, but it's actually there to remind me of I can do things that scare the crap out of me and be proud after because I made myself do it. These are my original vision boards on the Oprah.com or the Oprah website. I don't think you can do them anymore. So they're just pictures with inspirational words for the year. 2013, I labeled it my year. The one above, I don't know what I titled it or what year it was, but anyway, so those are there. This is my shelf of various mementos that I just, when I look at them, they make me happy, of all of the amazing things that Scentsy has given me. They're from trips that I've been on. They're from my boot camp, director boot camp, my very first Superstar Director sign at my first reunion as a Superstar Director, because we get to take those home. That was the first summit I went to where the staff are holding those signs with your name on it to welcome you at home office when we get off the bus the first morning. The 5K that we do. I think those are my Where's Waldo glasses from a leadership costume party. Old hand sanitizers that I made into Santas just to remind me about like how far we've come with our products. That's a thumbprint tree from the first leadership retreat I ran with my good friend Jenny and our directors that came. This is more just work, like postcards galore being organized and gifts down there. And yeah, that's all gifts that I can pull from. That's one of the signs from a summit, the first time the boys were in the picture, and so they love that their faces were hanging up around the gardens at home office. So we just finished this wall. This is my messy Facebook Live party display for now, but I just made these at our workshop that we just recently did at the team night a couple months ago for vision boards. So these are my new vision boards. I made them pretty with just lots of different photos or words that inspire me, so I can just turn my head to the right and see those. My decals for Team Wicks Away and the old Scentsy one. These used to all be on my lamp in my bedroom, and again, Scentsy taking over my whole life everywhere. I want my bedroom to be pretty, not mementos, and so they got moved down here. And there's my charms, some of them. And that's from this year's leadership retreat. Instead of thumbprints, we wrote messages to each other. More craft supplies and snacks stay there, so I don't even leave the office if I'm getting low blood sugar. And then there's lots up here. So my annual mentor award and my other award, I always forget what it's called because they don't do it anymore. social work best friends. I keep that picture as the one showing because my social work degree is still being used, and I remind myself of that by empowering all of you and being a trainer. That warmer, both of these warmers are special. Old tester, that's how big the testers were when I joined. And this is what the bars used to look like. There's an old bar of Grape Granita it only had 6 cubes. They were already like this when I joined, but I got that at the auction at Summit. Ooh, it's dusty up there. Whoo! Gifts, Cinderella ticket from the New York trip the first year, picture from Summit, all those things. Okay, here's where we get into, and then there's the bulletin board and like ideas and coloring in my I keep track, goal tracker, right? All up there. So, goal tracking. Here we go with this stuff. These are from when I did programs just like this one when I was a new consultant. So this was a director in training program that my original Superstar director, Jennifer Burton, was leading, and she had us write 3 things. This is a little foreshadowing for you. 3 things that we were going to achieve by a certain date. She gave us the date, I think, by March 2013. What are the things? And so I had, wait, is that the original one? No, that's not the original one with Jennifer. This is the original one. That was to write our name as if we were already a director or a superstar director, whatever our goal was. So I was not even a director yet, but I wrote this sticky that said Kristine Windover, superstar director. And that the first step, the goals I had to hit first were to become a director and be able to go to my first leadership cruise or retreat. And then another time that I did, okay, so then 2013, this was another training. I was picking the date. I wanted it by March 2013, which I was close. It was November 2013. So I wanted to be a director by October 2011. That was true. Taking my husband to Punta Cana. I went to Punta Cana. He didn't get to come. And a group of over 300. We didn't quite make that by the date, but I still keep these here. And this was another one. SSD Annual Mentor Grace. And I checked off the 2 that I hit that year. But I still, and then like my books that I use, my binders of organization, all that stuff, right? That's every single workbook from a Scentsy event. They give us workbooks to write in, and they're all there. So there's a lot more than that stuff, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of kind of what it looks like and how I keep now it's messy right now, and I like to have I didn't even show you the boys. You might have seen them. These pictures are old, but I've got the boys' pictures here. I'll quickly show you. But it's dark, you might not be able to see. There's Jacob, that's like a preschool picture, not even school, and there's Noah. Yeah, they're fuzzy, they're not going to show. That's really weird. Anyway, so they're there. Of course, number 1, guys, to be inspiring me when I'm working my business, and even if I'm getting tired. And so my challenge to you guys, it's another little simple one because you're still working on getting those 10 books and testers out to people and trying to get orders back in before the end of March. So I want you to either make a vision board of what you dream. Now, this is also kind of tied into the why. You guys wrote great whys for me. But you know what I noticed a lot of them were? They were your story. And I love hearing your story. And we're gonna do a challenge about your story, but I wanna know your why. What drives you? What is your goal? And get more specific, get as specific as you can, because you need that to drive you when you get rejection and when you hear no and when you get tired and when your kids complain that it feels like you're working Scentsy too much or your significant other. You need that strong why that keeps you going, because part of it is you work extra hard in the beginning to build the foundation so that you can have the life with all of these memories like I have, and the flexibility if that's what you want. So I want you guys to think stronger about your why, and then think of 3 goals to get you to that why. So if your why is further out, like Superstar Director, and that's going to take a few years, well, then what are the 3 steps? 3 smaller goals to get you there. Like I did with this one up here. Superstar Director by March 2013. So what were the 3 littler goals I had in there? And then you're going to stick it somewhere where either it's your workspace or somewhere you're going to see every day, like your fridge or your bathroom mirror or something, so that you can tell yourselves that affirmation that you are going to achieve that goal every day as you start your day to help drive you for that. So you don't have to rewrite your why, but I want you to think deeper and dig deeper into that why and come up with that big, we used to call them BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goal. And what are the 3 little goals that are steps to getting you to that big goal? So if you want to do a vision board and you can do it pretty, or you can do something like that, absolutely, I would love to see that as a bonus. But I want to see sticky notes with the big goal and the 3 little goals to get you there. And I want to see them hung either in your workspace or somewhere that you're going to look at every day. All right, guys? So it's not going to take you long. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.